In this video, I will tell you about how you can create your own book for meditation and spiritual growth. It's a book that you can use when you feel anxious or feel worried or just need spiritual energy or just need a feeling of hope. And humans have made these kind of books since early mankind, and we have, of course, famous books like the Bible behind me here. We have the Bhagavad Gita behind me too. We have the Buddhist Sutras, and we also have the meditations by Marcus Aurelius, for example. We have a lot of spiritual books. We have a lot of books connected to faith, of course, and we also have books connected to philosophy. This is actually connected to a special term, gathering quotes that you can use for meditation. It's called hypomnemata. It's from ancient Greece, ancient Rome. It was used by many of those in the upper classes, of course. And Marcus Aurelius' example with meditation is just one of them, but there are more. We also have many modern books which is connected to, it's called aphorism and or wise sayings or food for thought, for example, which is common in the Buddhist world, for example. It's a kind of note-taking system where you gather quotes that means a lot to you, that you think you can or need to revisit. You know, all these smart things you read when you read a fantasy book or a sci-fi book or a spiritual book, for example, or a philosophical book as well. All those quotes you gather in one book. Maybe you need to sort them as well. You can sort them according to mood, for example, if you're anxious, if you're worried, if you're happy, if you're sad, and so on. And then you can use those quotes. You can use them just to read them, because just reading is also a kind of meditation. But you can use them when you meditate or just before you meditate, just to chew upon the quote. What does it mean for you? That's common in Zen Buddhism, for example. Then you have the koans. We also have the in the Bible, you have all these stories that Jesus tells us that you can ponder upon, reflect upon. You have quotes in the Bhagavad Gita, for example, when Krishna speaks to Arjuna. So there are many of these, but you can also use other books. You don't need to feel restricted to spiritual books. You can use Lord of the Rings, for example, in my case, Malazan Book of the Fallen, Wheel of Time, Bound and Broken series. You can find things even in Neuromancer, which I've been reading recently. The Book of the New Sun, of course, by Gene Wolfe. All books, Albert Camus, it's written The Fall and The Stranger. You have a lot there as well. So you can use a lot of things together in your book of meditation. So if you search for hope, for example, maybe you should put in a quote about hope. If you want to tackle your worry, maybe you think about tomorrow and are very worried about that, what can happen and so on, all these kind of things that we all humans can have. You can have quotes about that. So just put it in the book. Maybe you should just have a notebook at first. You just write down quotes and then you can sort them. That's what I'm doing at the moment. The idea is that you gather quotes in this book. You can use a notebook. I bought this a while ago. This is Leuchtturm, German, but I know there are others out there. You don't need to buy these. This is definitely not a sponsored video, by the way. Buy a notebook, write down your quotes. I think you should do it by hand and not write on the mobile or computer. You can do it on mobile phone, it's no problem. But gets this more of a nostalgic feel, right? To use a pencil and write instead. The idea is to gather the quotes, as I said, you meditate upon them, you read them, you meditate upon them. You can do it while you're drinking tea, for example. You can do it if you sit on a cushion and meditate. You can just read them when you have peaceful time during the day. Maybe sit outside and do it. My experience as a meditation teacher, I have the education for that. I've been teaching a lot of people. I'm not doing that at the moment. I have some videos here on the channel about meditation exercises connected to reading, so please check them out if you're interested. I think the idea with soul work to get a peaceful soul has to do with you using different techniques. I'm quite untraditional in that way, and this is one technique that you can use, which I recommend strongly, especially if you're not used to, say, ordinary prayer or ordinary meditation. Also, as an avid reader of spiritual literature, of fantasy, of sci-fi and mythology, this is a great way as well to collect quotes that is suitable for you. This might sound hard, so you can buy these kind of food for thought books in the store, and you can also definitely look in the religious book of your choice to find great quotes. It's in every religion, every faith, you have these wise sayings. So just start from a point where you feel comfortable, but maybe you can come up to a point where you feel, well, I might need to do my own book. I think that's just a very fun thing to do, especially now in summertime when the weather is beautiful and you might feel a little calmer in the soul compared to when you work, for example. So just some tips for you. If you're still here, I just wanted to show you the books as well that I have behind me here. As I said, Meditation by Marcus Aurelius. I have the Principal Upanishad. A lot of great quotes, saying very deep. I have Jack Kornfield, especially I know many of you are from Canada and from the United States. I recommend Jack Kornfield. I think he's a great teacher. And he has a lot of great practices for compassion. Also big in the US and Canada is Zen, so maybe not for all, but you can still read books like this, and there is a lot of poems and quotes here that are nice. I also recommend the Bhagavad Gita, a Hindu scripture from Mahabharata. A lot of great sayings about reincarnation, about how you can rebirth yourself even during the life you live. And I think that is great wisdom in here for that. Of course, we have the Bible as well. As you know, I have this upbringing here in Sweden, the country I was adopted to. Grown up in a Christian family and went to church and got a lot of Christian education there. Enjoying a lot of, especially the Easter message in the Bible, but there's also a lot of sayings, and in the Gospels there are great quotes about worry, or why you shouldn't worry, for example. That is very good. Tell me if you're still here, if you want to hear my best quotes to have in a meditation book, then I will gladly tell you about it. Other books you can use as well, I think, is, as I said, Book of the New Sun by Gene Wolfe. We have the Malazan Book of the Fallen. Many, many good quotes on spirituality. Interview is here on the channel with Stephen Erickson, 3 of them actually, and we're talking about spirituality. And it's interesting because Erickson told me he wasn't, that spiritual when he started to write, but it has maybe become that more and more over years. Maybe that's natural too. I don't know. I've always been very spiritual, but for many people it comes later in life as well. I also have the Wheel of Time. I think there is a lot of great quotes in here. So as I said, you can find any book you like. Paulo Coelho. Actually, I doubt the Witcher and Sapkowski's writing maybe has some spirituality, but it's mostly more hilarious maybe. But there might be some actually, because he draws on the fable tradition, you could say, the mythology in Eastern Europe, and also Germanic mythology and some Norse mythology. So of course there's wisdom, but maybe not in the same way as we used to think of. Shogun, there might be wisdom in here too. I think so. So with that said, I mean, you can find wisdom in many, many books, so don't feel restricted. It could even be books like Vagabond, which is a manga, for example. So I urge you to try to gather your quotes, see what you find. Maybe you are like me, that you have done this during your whole life, writing them down in notebooks and so on. But this is more a systematic approach, how to gather them in a book according to mood, as I said in the beginning, feelings, and see what happens, see if you can use them. And I think one very good thing of doing that is that you don't need to Google things every time you maybe have a feeling, or maybe not feeling good, or stressed and so on. You can go to your book instead. I think that's much better. It's also less screen time, more spiritual, more off screen. So tell me your favorite quotes. Tell me if you thought this is, or you think this is a great idea. Tell me if you want to hear my favorite quotes that you can put in your meditation book. So until next time, see you.